Mike's here. Anyway, Cafe. Hello there, it's Mike.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Well, how did that happen? All of a sudden, because it's a daily podcast. I get it. So Mike shows up daily. Mike's Daily Podcast. And here I am again broadcasting from Café Anyway, somewhere in Podcastro Valley. And maybe you're on a boat and you're sitting in a galley and you're listening to the podcast and you're with some friends. Maybe your friend, Aunt Sally, or maybe you're not with anyone because it's Thanksgiving, or no, maybe it's not. So I shouldn't dilly-dally. Mike's Daily Podcast. And get to the point. This could be any day that you're listening to this because it's a podcast. Welcome to the podcast world, Mike's where things Daily can be podcast at any place, any time. Yeah. Yes. Hey, did you know that Samsung has this? So if you have a Samsung phone, if you swipe too far, you end up in this world and you can't get rid of this. I've tried. It is called News. Samsung News. That's all it is. And there are 3 choices at the bottom of this particular app. There's news, podcasts, and following. So if you hit podcasts and you look up Mike's Daily Podcast, make sure not to say Mike Staley. There's a guy with a last name Staley, which I don't even know what nationality that is. Is that Greek? Irish? Made up? It's just some guy did a podcast like eons ago, and he's in the sports world. So apparently he got a lot of listens. And his name is Mike Staley. But this is Mike's Daily, as in every single day, except when I'm interrupted. So it's occasionally that will happen, but I try not to. I try to avoid that when possible. Okay. At any rate, I'm on Pinterest, I'm on Spreaker, I'm on SoundCloud.
And here's today's podcast picture.
There's a website just called podcasts.com, just podcasts. And I don't know if anybody knows that website, but I'm on that, podcasts.com. You can go into the search engine thing and type in Mike's with an apostrophe, because that's how we grammatically do it in this world of English. Daily Podcast. The late great Basil the Boxer. He is on every podcast just about, I would say. I'd reckon. And it's always great to hear his wonderful dulcet tones. In fact, I spoke to someone via text today. Someone wished me a birthday. Or was it yesterday? Or is it tomorrow? I don't know. Cafe, I don't know. But at some point, someone wished me a happy birthday. Very nice of them. 55. I got that Sammy Hagar song playing in my head for the rest of the year. I can't drive 55. So, you're welcome. So, he texted me. I wished me a happy birthday and then said, here my son had had twins, had 2 babies, and here's a picture of them. And they were really cute. And I wrote back, I said, that's beautiful. Here are my babies. Patches the cat and Rocky the cat. Patches is the feral one. Rocky, and he goes, that's awesome. Congratulations on your furry friends. You were such a good doggy daddy to the late great Basil the Boxer. I'm sure these cats are going to appreciate you.
People get stuck on stupid, you know what I mean?
Addenda with Kevin.
I went to 2 separate craft brewing places. I only drank 1 beer. My lovely lady friend sampled a beer. Well, we kind of split one in the other place, but... the podcast picture, by the way, is from, I think it is called the Armstrong Forest.
Bam's Mutations.
So, yeah, we're there, and there's like no dogs, but we brought Rocky the cat. Hey.
I got through that. I got into it.
Hey, come on. Bay Area. You just now, the only good thing that came from COVID is that everybody started opening up outdoor cafe, sitting down type open patio areas, which made no sense in the Bay Area. So many places did not have outdoor areas. I thought, oh my gosh, we have some of the best weather. What are you doing? Open it up. And COVID, of course, forced that because you couldn't eat inside because you get hit by all the horrible germs that would cause you to get the COVID. And I was thinking back about that. If I ever get back to my original train of thought, this is going to be a complete shock and awe.
This is Mike's Podcast Picnic.
MTV News. You hear it first.
And as a manager, I got to keep, well, there are certain shifts that need to be filled because we do live radio and we need somebody who's on the board. We call it a board there with all the little knobs and slides and little things that you see.
Holding court with Lady Katie. Lady Katie. Kathy's Corner.
Kathy's Corner.
Staff members that would just be, oh, Mike, my future father-in-law just gave me COVID, so I won't be coming in. And that meant instantly they're out for 2 weeks, almost a month in some cases, because some of them would just get reinfected and the test, who knows if it's even accurate.
Mike is on it, man.
Go where no man has gone before.
We love it, Mike.
And some milked it for all it was worth. I can say that about certain people that are not with me anymore because they're gone. Those folks are long gone. It was a stressful couple years that I had the staff because they were good in some areas, but in others, milking this kind of idiocy because they knew they could. And I'd call them a couple days later. Hey, how you feeling? Oh, I'm good. But I still got COVID. Yeah, you don't sound like you're not hacking up and wrapped and enveloped in blankets trying to stay warm and sweating your eyeballs out because your temperature shot through the roof. You're not coughing up a storm. What are you... As we go outside a Café Anyway, where we bring you Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcastro Valley, the last place on earth.
Anyway.
And I'll tell you, during COVID, I was pretty...
Magnification.
I was pretty sensitive about these things, and I tried not to say things like what I just said. Because I was, ooh, people are dying of COVID. Ooh, it's a real bad thing. Ooh. And now, in hindsight, we're starting to see people milked this thing. People took a little too much advantage of a situation.
You know, there's a real scary holiday coming up.
But back then, I'm like, oh, these... The service workers, people that are working and endangering their lives, the people that we absolutely need to be there to help save our lives, the nurses, the people that are putting their lives on the line just to help us keep, to make so that they can make money because it's expensive in the Bay Area, and to give us the services that we need. And yeah, all of that. Oh, they're getting COVID. That's terrible. And that was terrible. But now in hindsight, you see how people take advantage of that kind of thing. But what I was talking about, back to the dogs at the brewery. Yes, that's where we left off. Armstrong Redwood State Natural...
Woo!
Something is what it is. Natural Reserve. Yes, that's where I'm at in this podcast picture. Beautiful area. Dogs are not allowed on any of the dirt trail or dirt roads, apparently, according to TripAdvisor. Although I did see some dogs. Now that I think about it, I think I saw a really cute pug, but maybe it was a service pug. But there were no dogs at this brewery today at either one, but we did have our cat, Rocky the cat.
Magnification.
And that was awesome. Hey, what else is okay? Hey, don't forget, at some point with your 401k, you need to rebalance. And certain 401k services will help you with balancing with, hey, Look at this. Canyon's Barbecue in Podcastro Valley. They gave me a birthday treat. $15 off? What? Do I only have until today to use it? No, I've got till Saturday to use it. All right. Dang, that's good. Whew. How about Red Robin? They see free birthday burgers available with a purchase of $5 minimum purchase. And how much time they give you such little time. Like, I got a Starbucks today and I had to get it today or it was not gonna, you don't get it tomorrow. It doesn't have let's see. Wow, in the fine print.
Fabagoo, things to do. The Royal Trump Tweet Decree.
Okay, and it doesn't tell me coming. Oh, before the end of the month. Woohoo! Yes. What is up with Hozier? Is he not?
You will travel into the incredible universe.
He keeps having songs that are reaching the #1 spot on the adult alternative charts. But do people really know him outside of the song? Take me to church, dun 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 dun. He's got a great voice and everything, but really, does anybody know? Does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody care? This stuff is all pretty much outdated. Home Depot, they beat earnings expectations, but they offer a tepid outlook as sales slide. I don't know. I almost went to Home Depot today. My big plan this year is to start getting rid of all my Christmas stuff. I know some of you, this is your connection to people who have passed on. Oh, every year I bring out Aunt Sally's little Christmas ornament she gave me one year, and she's been gone for 20 years, and it's like she's still here. No.
Cassette copy.
It's taking up space, and when you bring it all out, it causes clutter. I'm not. I think I'm just going to keep it super simple. This is what my mom did. She kept it well, at some point she didn't even, when I was going through her stuff after she passed, there was a box in her garage, and her garage was not sealed airtight. When it rained, and she lived in Florida, when it rained and the water came through there on one of those Daytona Beach type rainy days, it did water and moisture everywhere. There was mold everywhere. And the Christmas ornament box was just like stuff falling apart. The box, you picked it up and it just dissolved in your hands. So she never opened that box and used any of those ornaments the almost 20 years she lived there. But she did buy a home, and she was a single woman. And did you know that more and more home buyers are single women? They share the share of them, of single women buying homes, is almost double that of men. And they're also slightly older. A single woman buying her first home is, guess what age? She's 25? Nope. 46? Nope. 38 on average. And the single men that are buying, and I had a song that I used to play, my own song called Single Men Eat at 8 p.m. It's true. It was a rocker. I played on the piano.
When you are a man, sometimes you wear stretchy pants.
In Ventura at Full of Beans Coffee House, which I don't think is there anymore. Oh, right by the beach. It was awesome. And I've used the word awesome twice today. Maybe I'll just say that'll be the name of the show. Awesome. How about that? Oh, and I would like to thank the 20 people that wished me a happy birthday on Facebook. Wow, have times changed. Used to be in the 60s-ish. Now people, they've either left Facebook or they really don't care that much about me. Whatever. Thank you. So single men that are buying houses are, the average age is 33. Outside a Café Anyway, somewhere in Podcastro Valley, the last place on earth, look who's here.
Hello, Mike Matthews. It's Chely Shoehart, gift shop supervisor. I have a special Thanksgiving Day, Thanksgiving weekend snow globe, Mike Matthews.
there's like this other fall, autumn time snow globes you have where it's not really a snow globe, it's a leaf globe. You shake it and there's a bunch of leaves.
Yes, Mike Matthews. And look, there's turkey parts floating around inside of it, Mike Matthews. It's really awesome.
You used the word too. It is kind of looks like a stew, like a turkey stew globe. And I will make sure not to bring that to the Thanksgiving party that I was invited to at the Welch's. Welch on the world.
Welsh on the world.
Their thoughts and cool insights. Look who else is here.
Hello there, Mike. This is Valentino, the banking attendant.
And this is Bison Bentley. Do you know that?
We're here with our friends. Look who's here enjoying a Friendsgiving day.
Yeah, Friendsgiving. Do you know that?
Oh, Mike, this is Floyd the Floorman.
And this is John Deere, the engineer, Mike. Yeah, we're all hanging out, enjoying turkey leftovers and stuffing and cranberry, whatnot. Excellent. And turkey stew globes, too. Fascinating. Okay, we're going to end it there. I don't know. Is that lackluster? Did it bring you any joy? Any happiness? It's just, how about that U.S. airports are still worried about their financial stability? This came from someone named Jonathan Gold. According to a new report, they emailed me, MikesDailyPodcast@gmail.com. 48% of U.S. airports are still... I think I'm a slightly bit Scottish now, or perhaps I'm Irish. I don't know. But U.S. airports are still worried about their financial stability despite passenger demand rising to near pre-pandemic levels. 51. That looks like over half of U.S. airports have not seen their revenues recover to levels seen pre-pandemic. And 67%, why that's almost 3/4 or 2/3 ish of U.S. airports worry that passenger numbers won't recover ever to pre-COVID levels.
This show is clean.
And apparently a lot of airports, almost half, have not been able to hire enough staff to meet the rising flight and passenger volumes as a risk to operations. Over the next 12 months, over 1/4 of U.S. airports are hampered by insufficient terminal space, preventing the addition of more airlines and posing a threat to their expansion and growth. So it's growing, but there's not the people. It's a mess, everybody. So that's according to this that I got from the folks there at AeroCloud.
Pretty much.
To help, airport leaders have identified 4 areas where they see opportunities to boost their growth. Attract new airlines, given that about half of U.S. airports state they have yet to fully restore all routes served before the pandemic. It's not surprising. This is a key. Boost passenger experiences. U.S. airports acknowledge the significance of securing high rankings for passenger experiences to increase the number of passengers. Increase passenger spending, aiming to enhance revenue. 90% of U.S. airports aspire to increase spending in concessions and duty-free, and 92% want to secure higher rankings for passenger experiences and transform airport operations. The upgrade of legacy technologies and systems stand out as a top priority for about 92% of U.S. airport leaders, paving the way for increased operational efficiency and better management of disruptive events. And that is what is happening as people get on planes around this time of year in vast quantities. And if you are listening to me on a podcast, on a plane, well, I am on a podcast. This is a podcast. But if I'm on a plane with you, here we go. We're flying through the air with the greatest of ease and smooth sailing, flying to your destination. And thank you so much for listening. If you would like to call or text me, here is the line, the phone number, the phone line to call me at?
Call Mike at the Café Anyway hotline. Area code 510-228-4640.
And with more ways to reach me, it is A-Frame. Her father texted me earlier today. It was so awesome to hear from him. That was the one with the grandkids that are twins. He's got like 3 grandkids now. A-Frame had a kid, within the past 2 years. So big congratulations to Bob and Georgia. Wonderful, wonderful people and their growing family. It was so good to hear from them today. So with more ways to reach them, talk to me, email me, whatever. Here is their daughter, A-Frame.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MikesDailyPodcast.com. Email Mike now at MikesDailyPodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye.